Hi, welcome to videomathlessons.com. This is a Algebra 2 and Trigonometry quick lesson. Lesson number 27, Trigonometry, Law of Sines. Alright, so your formula sheet actually comes with the formula for the law of sines. And what you have to know is that when you do a law of sines problem, make a triangle, it's the angle and the side opposite, and you got capital letters of the angles, the lowercase of the sides. And so when you're doing this, you have to know you have who's across from whichever one. You never work with all three parts. You only work with two parts at one time. So let's take a look at this first question. It says angle A is 53, angle B is 14. So we got A's and B's. Side A, find side B. So it's going to be just this first part here. So we're going to set it up. So it's written right here. So it's going to be 10 over sine 53 equals B, whatever that is, over sine 14. Now, this is nice now because fraction equals fraction, so it's just a cross multiply. So it's 10 sine 14 equals B sine 53. I'm going to get the B by itself. I'm going to divide both sides by sine 53. And this is what we're going to type in our calculator. So we're going to go over to the calculator, turn it on. So 10 sine 14. Make sure you close the parentheses. Divide by sine 53. And we hit enter. B equals 3.029190032. To the nearest integer, B is 3. So that's a law of sines problem. And law of sines is actually one of the more friendly problems. Students generally like law of sines. All right, now this is where they give you the signs already figured out. This is the type of problem that screws people up. So now let's look. We got sine A, sine B, side A. They want us to find B. So once again, we're using A's and B's. Now remember this, it was A over sine A equals B over sine B. So it's 20 over sine of A. They already did the sine of A. It's 2/3. You do not write the word sine. You do not use the function sine anymore. It's already calculated for you. Whatever it is, it's 2/3 equals B, which we don't know, over 4/5. The ones with the fractional parts, this is the ones that people generally don't like. We're going to crisscross multiply. You're going to, do whatever you got to do. Eventually, you'll come up to 20 times 4/5 divided by 2/3 equals B. You're going to move things around, and eventually you'll get to the spot. So now I'm going to type this in the calculator with parentheses, being extra careful. So 20 parentheses, 4 divided by 5. Enter. Divide by 2/3. And we'll put parentheses over the 2/3. And we hit enter, and the answer is 24. Now, I have a feeling I'm right because notice they don't say to round or anything like that, so I'm expecting a pretty decent number. How do you check something like this? Well, if I plug in 24 right here, it should work. So if I do 20 divided by 2/3, I should get the same thing when I do 24 divided by 4/5. And it works. So my answer is 24. And the accompanying diagram, so look at this triangle they give us. And they give us angle A, angle C, 50, 30, AC is 13. Find the length of side AB. Well, AB would be this guy over here, which would be C. Now look, this is across from this. I got that. But this 13 is not across from the 30. I can't use that. It has to go here. So the first thing is, I got to find that top angle. Well, let's just, a triangle adds up to 180. So a triangle equals 180. I have 30, 50, that's 80. That angle upstairs has to be 100. Now I have two pieces. Law of sines is two sides, two angles. That's law of sines. And I'm set up for it now. C over sine 50 equals 13 over sine 100. We're going to crisscross multiply. Once again, I don't care how you do it. You will eventually get to something that looks like this. 13 sine 50 over sine 100. And this goes in the calculator. So let's punch that in. 13 sine 50, enter, divide by sine 100. And we hit enter. I get 10.1122 to the nearest 10, 10.1. Let's try another one. Number 4. The accompanying diagram shows the plans for a cell phone tower that is to be built near a busy highway. How tall is the tower? That's what they're looking for, is this. So, what do we do with this problem? What I do, I call this a double law of sines. I'm going to rip these two triangles apart, and we'll do them as two sine problems. So, first off, though, before I get going too far, I want to find all the angles. All right, so I'm going to start up here. 6590, I'm going to find that angle upstairs. So it's 180 minus 65 minus 90. And we get this top angle is 25. So that's the first angle. Down here, this angle right here. A straight line adds up to 180. So I have 65, so I'll do 180 minus 65. There's a lot of 180s in this problem. This angle here is 115. Now, I'll look at this angle, I'll get this angle. 180 minus 115 minus 32. And I get a 33 up here. So the first step is to get all the angles. Now, this is a common side between both triangles. This side right here. So I'm going to put a Y on that. Now what's going to happen is this. I'm going to rip the two triangles apart. And this is Y. That's 100. And what I need are the angles across from it. So Y goes over here to 32. And 100 goes up here to 33. I'm going to do a law of sines on this, solve for Y. Whatever that answer is, I'm going to put in the other triangle when I'm going to do this triangle over here. So let's do this one. Y over sine 32 equals 100 over sine 33. Now, you're going to crisscross multiply, do whatever you got to do. You will eventually come up to 100 sine 32 divide by sine 33 equals Y. This goes in the calculator. And we get 97 and change. Which makes sense. It's pretty close because the angles are very similar. So it's almost 100. Now, I'm going to take the other triangle. Okay. Now, this Y is this Y. So this triangle is 97.2973. I'm looking for X. set this up. This is across from 90. X is across from 65. And now we're going to set this up. Now, I'm going to just write this down, but in reality, I'm using all the decimals over here. But I just write down this part. And a lot of times I would just write down 97, but be aware to use all these decimals because we're going to round it. And actually, if you went to 4 decimal places, your answer would work even if you didn't use the exact answer. But we'll use the exact answer. So let's do this. So it'll be x over sine 65 equals 97.2973. And in reality, I'm going to use answer when I do this over sine 90. You're going to crisscross multiply. And you will eventually get to 97.2973 times sine 65 over sine 90. So I have the answer already. So now I'm just going to hit times. So it says answer, sine 65, close parentheses, divide by sine 90. And in reality, the sine of 90 is really 1. It doesn't do anything, but just follow the method. It works. So okay, x equals 88.181332. To the nearest foot is 88. X equals 88, which is the tower. Well, that's it, guys. Hopefully this helped do some of the law of sine problems. I hope it's a little clearer for you. Remember to go to the website, videomathlessons.com, to check out other videos. And that's it. Thanks. Have a nice night. Bye.